All right, guys. Okay, so let's begin. So we're going to look at the reading paper today. Now, you will remember from last week, yeah, we did listening on Tuesday. And so from last week, when we looked at the use of English, you'll remember that the reading and use of English sections are combined into one paper. And just bear this in mind. Remember when we did this, the use of English last Thursday, no? We have the two gap fills, we have the word formation, and we have the keyword transformations. And we've also got, so think about what we did, not in the last class, but last week. Think about what we did then, plus parts 5, 6, and 7, which we're going to look at today. And you've only got an hour and 15 for all of what we saw last Thursday and what we're going to see today. So that is one of our biggest challenges, I think, with the reading paper. And as I've said the other day, and I'll keep saying it again, if you don't read in English, you really need to start reading as much as you can. It doesn't have to be long novels, but more than just Facebook messages, no, and and memes, like somebody mentioned. Read articles, read short stories. Yeah, read as much as you can, but read actively, so read something, put it down, think of 5 words, put it down, summarize it. Actually do things and engage with the document. It will help you. It will help you because you'll get more vocabulary, but it will also help improve your speed, because we can look at strategies and we can look at different kind of tips for the exam paper. But if you don't read in English, you are going to find this extremely difficult. Yeah, and nobody can teach you in that sense reading. It is a skill that is developed over time. So if you don't read, make sure you start. Having said that, we are going to look at a couple of things to think about when we're going to do these. So there's just 3 parts that we're going to look at. 5, 6, and 7. There are only 3 parts of the reading, and I'm going to send you a PDF in a moment. Now, I definitely want to have a look at parts 5, 6, and 7, but looking kind of like reduced versions of it first, just to show you, what the tasks are like, and just to try them with just like 2 or 3 questions. Then I do have a full activity with the full number of questions for 5, 6, and 7. I know we are going to run out of time because I always run out of time. So we're not going to be able to do all of that. But again, I'll be sending you a PDF with the information. So I'm going to send a PDF now in the chat. So please, everybody, download this. Okay, it's called B2 Reading Activities. And this time I put everything on the same PDF because it was causing me problems on Tuesday. I kept losing them. All right, so everything is on here. So please open that. Just check, please, that it does in fact have... I was going to stop sharing for a moment. Just check that it does in fact have 8 pages. It should have 8 pages. And it starts with part 5. That's where we're starting in the test, no? Okay, so please download that. Just let me know, has everybody got that before we move on? Yeah, so this is what you're looking at. This is what I've just given you. This is the PDF. Excellent. Okay, so everybody should have that. Yeah, it's got 8 pages. So we're looking at task familiarization. Yeah, excellent. Just checking. Yeah. All right, excellent. Good. So you can see we've got, this is what we're going to be looking at today. So just the task familiarization for part 5, 6, and 7. Yeah. And then we've got full text, but you can see how long they are. Yeah. So we're not, as I say, we're not going to have time to do all of this reading. We'll see how it goes. Okay. So we'll start with the first one. So just let me know, is there anybody that doesn't have it? You should, it's in the chat. Everybody has this?
Yes.
Sorry, somebody's just come in and they won't have it. Yeah, Amelia, it's because also you were late. I just sent it and then I think you came in, Amelia. I'm going to save it again. I'm going to send it again. I'm just waiting for whoever this Samsung. I know that's not your name. Can you just change your name? Hi, if you've just come in. Hi. Oh, please. Hi, if you put Samsung. Hi, I'm talking to you. Hello. All right. Can you change your name, please? So it's not at Samsung. Oh, they're ignoring me. All right. I'm going to send it one more time. Oh, no. I've got one more person coming in. Wait, sorry, guys. I think after this, I'm not going to admit anybody because it's a problem because they don't get the, they don't have the document. All right. I'm going to send it one more time. Who's just coming? Mariella. Yeah, Amelia. Samsung. Who are you? Change your name. Sorry, teachers. I've got people coming in. Okay. If you have any colleagues, if they say Catherine didn't let me in, it's because I'm not not going to let anybody. Okay, guys, I'm sending it one more time. Yeah, so people, if you've just come in late, this is the reading activities. This is only if you came in late. It's the same PDF. All right, I'm going to get started. Okay, so everybody, you need to be looking at your PDF. Okay, so as I mentioned, so the reading and the use of English is together. So we've got all of this to do in an hour and 15 minutes. So you really do need to get a move on and move through these as quickly as possible. So this is the reading section. This is why we're starting from section 5, because there's only, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the use of English, 5, 6, 7 is the reading. So you can see just 3 different ones. So we've got a multiple choice, a gapped text, and a multiple matching.
Yeah, those are the was topped with terms to ensure that no predators got close to avoid tipping.
Are you talking to me?
Between in the belly this animal, following his legs when attacked.
Who is that person? They don't have their name. All right. Okay. Let's look at the first one. Yeah. So there's only 2 questions here. Oh, Jackie, it's you. That's why I didn't know who it was. It says Samsung and I was talking to you. I didn't know who it was. I kept going, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Yeah, you don't need, yeah, it's okay. You don't need to have your video. Okay, so please everybody download the information from the chat. Yes, Jackie, you want to change your name so it doesn't say Samsung? Yeah, change your name. All right, everybody. So everybody's got this in the chat, or you can also look on my screen. And so here is an example, only 2 questions from part 5. All right, have a look at this. Have a look. Don't write your answers in the chat yet because it will, if people finish a little bit later, then they see the answers and it will distract them. So don't write your answers yet. Hold on. You can write them, but don't send your answers yet. So look at number 31 and number 32. Yeah, have a look on the PDF. I'm going to stop sharing for a moment, guys. You've got the PDF, so open the PDF that you've got in the chat. Jackie, can you change your name? I don't think she can hear me. Okay, another couple of minutes. Guys, it's only 2 questions. Only these 2 questions. When you're doing it, think about, I mean, really what you need to be doing here, you need to look at each one of these. Look at, A, is that right or wrong? True or false? B, true or false? You need to kind of look at these and either find evidence which confirms it is correct or evidence which contradicts it. Yeah, or maybe there's no evidence. So that's the kind of thing that you're looking for with these multiple choices. Okay, welcome if you just joined us. I'll send the PDF soon, but for now, please have a look here. Yeah, actually, I can share it one more time. There's a document, guys. I'm sharing it one more time in the chat. This is just the same. I just have to repeat every time I get a new person in, I have to send it again. So don't download it again. It's the same document. Don't worry. All right. Yeah, if you just come in, please have a look at that. Okay, so we're doing the first activity on the first page there. Okay, I want everybody now, just go to the chat and put put 31 and your answer. And
finaliza, por favor, la sesión.
Pardon?
Clase.
Jackie? I don't know that she's joined me. Yeah, if you want to put your answers, please, in the chat. For 31 and 32. Let's see what we're getting. Well, 31 first. Everybody's putting 31, 30, 31. Everybody's putting C.
Everyone is writing C, and we are all wrong. That happens.
We shall see in a moment. Everybody's putting C. I've got an A. I'm trying to keep a poker face here. All right. If you, let me see what else I've got. So I've got A's and C's, mostly C's, couple of A's. Okay, so you can see, I need you to find evidence now for whatever you think is the correct answer. So if you look at number 31, so this is Jack talking about his sandboarding. So this is not snowboarding, this is on sand, not on the sand dunes. So his initial sandboarding attempts, Yeah, in the second paragraph, yeah. Okay, this is just the second paragraph. So we've got concludes that his lack of caution was responsible for his failure. If you put A, yeah, which is a couple of you, most people put C, but if you put A, show me the evidence that it's correct. Only people that put A. Highlight, show me the evidence that tells me that this is correct. I'm not saying it is correct. I'm saying show me the evidence. Those of you who put A, show me the evidence. So this is Lily, Antonio. I think that's everything. Nobody else, I think. Where's the evidence that he concludes that his lack of caution was responsible? Where's the evidence for A? Okay, after admitting that I needed instruction. Yes, I mean, he needs instruction. Is instruction the same as caution? No, it's not. It's not A. It's not A. No, just saying it's not A. Okay. People who, everybody else puts C. Now, I think everybody else puts C. People, so he complains that the absence of any instruction oh, is that what you were writing there? Where does he do this? Complains. Where can you see that he complains? That the absence of instruction put him at risk. These are kind of like the key words that we need to be looking for. Where does it say that?
Basically, in the part of the when he said, "So I grabbed a board and walked towards the dunes." Basically, in that part, he just did it. So I mean, he didn't say it; he just did it with his action.
This
Basically,
is true. Yeah.
yeah.
Where is
Basically,
he
was like that.
complaining? Where is he
She's complaining
complaining?
when she said, "I grabbed a board and walked towards the dune." That's it. So it was like was angry.
Yeah, grab doesn't necessarily mean you're angry. I mean,
Well,
maybe he's a little bit impatient, but where is he complaining? All of you see people? All right.
yes, I can see. I can see. I couldn't be bothered to wait for instructions. I couldn't be bothered. In the first
Okay.
letter, the first line.
All right. But all right. So, and where does it say? I mean, it's not really complaining. He just couldn't be bothered. He's just impatient. No, he's impatient.
So probably the answer is letter D because the part that admits that he may have tried to give a misleading picture of his skills is related with I hope to create. I didn't have much success. Or
So the answer is D.
despite the
Yes, Dave.
impression, I hope to create that part.
Exactly, exactly. The answer is not A or C, I'm afraid. I was just making you look for, when you start looking for evidence, you find, no, there's no evidence. David, tell us again, you are correct.
Well, the first part that despite the impression I hope to create, I didn't have much success, has some relation with letter D.
Exactly, exactly. Despite the impression I hoped to create, I didn't have much success, far from it. So yeah, he may have tried to give a misleading picture of his skill. Yeah, so he's not waiting for instructions, he's just getting aboard, he's walking towards the sand dune. So he tried to give this impression that actually he's quite good, but he's not. Therefore, it was a misleading picture of his skill. All right, okay. And he put the board on his feet, he tried to stay upright, but it seems that he was hurtling down so fast. Okay, all right, number 32. I'm going to just put a number 32, 32. Make sure you write it with the number so we can see what you're looking at, 32. If you want to take a moment to look at it. I'm going to ask you for evidence. Mm, 32. So I've got C. Oh, so I've got a C, a B, and an A. Look for the evidence. Look for the evidence. Because if you look at number 32, we've got different emotions, I suppose. No, surprised, proud, amazed, focused. It's not really an emotion, but these adjectives there. So where does it say that either he was surprised? I mean, where does it's not going to use the same words, no, but where does it show that he's surprised, proud, amazed, or focused? Obviously, only one of these. One, two, three, four. I've only got 5 answers, teachers. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Any more? There's 20 teachers. Keep trying. If you've got an answer, just double check that you have found the evidence.
Hi, teacher. I choose letter B because I can read in this passage and I have a strong determination to stay upright.
Yes. I mean, it's true that he's determined, but here it's to stay upright. That means stand up. And here it's not to give up. And also, where does it say he's proud? Does it say he's proud?
No, he didn't.
It doesn't say he's proud. Yeah, it doesn't say he's proud anywhere. So I'm going to give that one a little.
I suppose that he was thinking about that.
I suppose he's proud. I suppose he's proud. But he talks about, I mean, he talks about staying upright, so standing up rather than not giving up. And I don't think there's anywhere that kind of suggests that he's proud. It's not B. It's not B. So I've taken one of the options away. Anybody else? But thank you.
Hi,
This is why we're here today.
For
Hi.
me,
I don't know.
letter
Is that Amelia?
Yes.
Okay.
It's letter A because it
Tell me
says
why.
it almost took my breath away.
Let me just get rid of some things here.
I mean, in the first sentence says wasn't hurling downstairs so fast. So it's talking about the speed, but for me, it's surprised because of the breath away part.
She's correct. You are correct. Yeah, good. So it is A. Yeah. So there's the two things here. Surprised. I'm just repeating what Amelia says. She's given us a perfect answer. I don't thank you, Amelia. I don't need to repeat, but I will. So surprised. If something takes your breath away, it's like, yeah. So it's kind of sudden. Yeah, you're surprised by it. That kind of gives you the idea of sudden as well. And the speed, I mean, it says fast, but also this verb, to hurtle. Yeah, it means to go very quickly. But even if you don't understand the word hurtle, maybe it's the first time you've seen this, we do have the word so fast as well. Yeah, thank you. So A was the correct answer there. All right, so what do you think? A little bit tricky, but as I've said, you do need to look at Of course, and I'm sure you did this. I'm sure of course you've done this, but looking at each option, find the evidence. Find the evidence. If you can't find the evidence, it's probably going to be wrong. I mean, I do appreciate as well that, you know, maybe you don't have all of the vocabulary. So just to kind of show you here, so 31, look at your PDF, because I've just got here which ones are correct and which ones are incorrect. So A is incorrect. It wasn't a lack of caution, but rather a lack of instruction. He said, I needed instruction. And some of you pointed that out, and it is slightly different. No, he's saying, I need somebody to teach me. Caution is when you're careless. Yeah. B, it doesn't mention, nobody put B, I don't think. There's no mention of the age. Doesn't mention the ages at all. What was the oh, okay, no, it doesn't talk about children. It doesn't say that anybody's younger than him. C, he doesn't complain. Yeah, there's no way or no kind of mention that he was complaining. He does admit that he couldn't be bothered to wait for the instructions, so there weren't any instructions, but he doesn't complain. So D was correct. Yes, as David told us. And then 32, well, A, we've already got the correct answer. Hurtling downwards so fast. So that's the speed, the surprise. It took my breath away. Again, as who told us that? Amelia told us that. Okay. And just to see why the others are incorrect. Yeah. He talks about determination to stay upright. As I said, stay upright means keep standing up, not falling down. Yeah, okay. It's a speed rather than his ability to remain standing. And yeah, he was aware of the landscape. Yeah, he talks about the sand dunes changing the color and the setting of the sun. All right, teachers, what do you think? How are you feeling so far? It's I mean, it's not easy, you know. B2 it is a high level, and the reading, if you are not used to reading, it will be difficult. Yeah, read. Oh, all right. Yeah. Okay, so that is just one of them. Let's have a look at the next one. So the next one is, again, I'm only looking at 2 questions now. If we do all of them, it'll take too long. So if we look at the next one, if you go back to your PDF, also on my screen, hang on a minute. Okay. All right, so the next activity, yeah, Leonella, is when you have a paragraph and you have, I mean, again, we're only looking at 2 gaps here. In the real one, I think there are 8. But here you have to, they take sentences away and you have to put them back in, right? There is always one extra sentence. Yeah. Now, what are you going to do? What will help you to do this activity? Anybody got any ideas? There are always clues, but what kind of things, what kind of clues might you be looking for?
Maybe connectors?
Yes. Not sure who said that, but yes. Who was that? Was that you? I don't know. Connectors could help. I mean, for example, if you see a word, however, you know that it's going to be contrasting information, you know, so the linkers, the connectors, you will know whether it's you know, is it contrasting, is it extra information, additional reasons, results, cause and effect. So that might help. Absolutely. Anything else that you need to be looking out for?
Maybe the thesis statement. The thesis
Say that again?
statement. The thesis statement and the main ideas of each paragraph, in order to know if you are looking for another idea or example.
Okay, actually, that's a good point. If you know about how paragraphs are formed, I mean, you might have the topic sentence of each paragraph that will tell you what the main idea of the paragraph. Yeah, very good point. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you're also looking for things like referencing words. You know, if you see a word like, you know, just watching, for example, in A, just watching it. This has, what is it? It has to refer to something. So these are like little grammatical clues unveiled in front of us. I mean, I don't know, maybe they are students, no? We were asked to identify that had been used in it. You know, what is this it? I mean, it's probably a picture, but you know, these are some of the textual clues, grammatical clues that you would find here. Okay, have a look. And I'm going to do the same thing here. We're going to have a look at this and think, why are some of the others incorrect? We've only got 2 to do. We've just got 37 and 38. So again, don't write your answers yet, but please have a look at this. You've got it on your, I'll leave this here, but you've also got it on your PDF for you to take home. So take a couple of minutes to find 37, 38. I mean, you don't have to say why all the others are wrong, but when you find the one that is correct, try and, you know, what evidence do you have? Look for evidence.
Catherine, do we write the answer or wait?
If people have got the answers, how are you doing, teachers? Do you have the answers? All right, well, let's get the answers for the first one anyway. So the first one, again, let's get this one now. So 37. So put 37 and your answer. Let's get some more answers. Okay, any more? Any more? Let's get some more ideas. All right, I've only got 4 answers in the chat. What does that mean? The rest of you haven't finished or you're not sure?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So people in the chat, Leonella, Emilia, Rosa, Mariella, now Lily. Correct. You've all got it correct. Excellent. It is C. The answer is C to number 37. Does anybody want to say why? So the answer is C. Oh, sorry, that's a big C. How did you know? What clues? Because there are clues. There are clues. You've just got to look for them. What clues did you find? One of you who got the correct answer.
I think there is a contrast between the first sentence and the third sentence, because it says it's difficult to visit an art gallery, and then it says, but we get access to a masterpiece. So we need something that contrasts the first idea.
Exactly.
So,
I mean, exactly. I mean, we do have this.
but and however.
Absolutely. So
But
we've got a.
sorry, continue.
No, please go ahead. Go ahead.
So what I did, the next step was like read the context. With just that 2 options, with C and G, and in this case, the one who explained the project.
Oh, I see, because of the however as well. All right, absolutely. I mean, yeah, we've got, so students find it difficult to visit art galleries, but this meant that we, and again, you're looking for these, we is referring to in remote areas such as where I live. I suppose it's referring to the students, and they're including themselves in that as well. Yeah, we get to experience pieces of art, and we've also got here this kind of a great piece of sorry, I've got the wrong color. A great piece of art with a masterpiece. These are this parallel here that we've got. Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that was number 37. Let's see. 38. I don't know whether you got to number 38. 38. Oh, somebody's already put it in. Okay, I'll give you another minute or two to look at 38 if you want. All right. Still thinking about it. So far, I've got an A, an F, a G, and an E. It's one of those. One of those is correct. I'm just seeing if I'm getting anybody else. I'm just writing down. Mhm. Okay. So a couple of you have got the correct answer. The answer is F. F. Sorry, that's an F. The answer is F. Okay. All right. So, Tatiana, David, Sonia, you got it at first. Any of you want to say how you got the answer? What were you thinking? Because you were thinking correct. You got it correct. Tatiana, David, or somebody else?
Well, I would say that it was because of it is talking about of the curiosity of people
Uh-huh.
when they were taking the square, the picture to the class, well, to the school.
Yeah.
And later, the next part talks about like a problem about the speculation. So
Mm-hmm.
it is also related speculation with hints about
Mm-hmm.
what was waiting for the school. That was
Yeah.
my link of ideas.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, and you've got this. I mean, Jackie, before you mentioned, I think it was you, you mentioned linkers. I mean, this does show, as a result of what? As a result, there was a great deal of speculation. As a result of what? As a result of the fact that we had only been given hints. Yeah. All right. How was that? So again, we've only tried 2. In the real one, I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there are 6 gaps in the real one, but this is exactly what you have to do. Okay. It is, though, again, looking for clues. When you get the answer or you think you've got the answer, take yourself through these stages, highlight on the paper. What are the clues that you can see on the you got to look before the gap as well as after the gap, look in the gap, look for the clues of the linkers, look for the clues of the context, of course, as well, the vocabulary clues like we saw in the first one, like masterpiece and great work of art, a great piece of art. These are this is an example of cohesion. No, it's lexical cohesion, and this is really what it's testing. Do you know what a cohesive text looks like? That's really what they're looking at there. Okay. It's not easy. To be honest, I think people usually find this one the most difficult. Yeah, to do this one. Okay, let's do the final one, and then we'll take a break, but we'll do the final one, and then together we need to vote one more that we want to do. Okay, so the final one is part. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I've got the answers here. It's what you told me. Yeah, so the correct answer is C. As before the text, it says students find it difficult to visit. It starts with but. It shows the sentences a contrast. And then also we got to personally experience a great piece of art, which was, okay, so great piece of art with masterpiece, but also which was incredible with a fantastic opportunity. So there's this kind of like parallelism going on. Yeah. All right. So, and then in this one as well, the correct answer is F. The great sense of excitement, but then the speculation. Yeah. And the speculation, why was there speculation? It tells us in F. There was speculation because there'd only been hints given. This is exactly the answers that you gave me. Okay. All right. So this is what we call the gapped text. And then the final one, because there are only 3, the final one is a matching activity. So, and again, today, this is just to familiarize you with it. You've only got 2 texts, two texts, two. We've got Harry and Sophie. You can see that in the original, there were 4. Yeah, there might be 4, there might be 5. Now, you've got the instructions on your handout. I don't have the instructions here. They're on they're on the handout that you have. And you obviously you can repeat the A and the B. Yeah. So it's saying which person. So which person? We've only got 2 here, Harry or Sophie, Harry or Sophie, Harry or Sophie. So have a look at these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have, I should have given them, let's call them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can, I just add those numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just saying A or B, A or B, A or B. Find evidence. This is, yeah, highlight the evidence. So 1, 2. Okay, so again, let's just take 5 minutes to have a look at this. I'm gonna let you have a look on your, you all have the handouts, no? Have a look on your handouts. Because you can highlight things on your handout. So I'm just going to give you 5 minutes and then we'll get some of these answers. All right, teachers, let's have a look at these one by one. I'm just going to go back to my slide. So I'm just going to call these, I don't know what numbers you have on your handout. Sorry, I'm just going to call them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which makes sense. Okay, so number 1, put your answer in the chat. And you know I'm going to ask you for evidence, so put your answer in the chat. Oh, actually, these are actually 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. But never mind, sorry. Okay, so number 1. I mean, you've got a 50% chance of getting it correct. It's 43. I think it's the first one. Yeah. Isn't it? Yeah, sorry, David. I'm just calling it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it starts at 43. Any more answers? I've got 1 answer. I've got 2 answers. I've got. Okay. All right. Take a couple more minutes if you're still reading. No problem. All right. I think you're still busy, guys. That's okay. Take a few more minutes. Sorry, I've updated the numbers. I just realized that you haven't got it. Okay, some people are asking for the document again. All right, I'm sending the PDF again in the chat, everybody. It's the same one. Okay, all right, there you go. If people who've asked for it, it's the same one. You don't need to do it again. Okay, so it started with 43. Sorry about that. So 43, 43, 43. All right. All right. 43. I've got some A's and B's, A's and B's, A's and B's. Okay, so 43 is all right. I'm just looking at your answers. Okay, I'm getting I'm getting quite a few A's and a few B's as well. Okay, so 43 is Harry. 43 is Harry, is A. 43 is A. 43, yeah, 43. Yeah, so I'm only doing the first one for now. So feels the game only becomes truly interesting once more advanced tactics have been mastered. Where does it say that? Does anybody want to underline? Where does it say this? Underline. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So again, there's a couple of things that we need to look at here. And you have to make sure that all parts of the sentence fit. So they're talking about more advanced tactics. So you have to master those first. So you have to become good at those. And then it also becomes truly interesting. These are kind of like the key elements of this sentence, no? Yes, and somebody's underlining it here. So it's talking about entry level. So this is the opposite of advanced. But it's important as well that we look at this. So when we have advanced level players compete against each other, all of this that's already been highlighted, they tend to use fairly simple strategies, but as they start competing against more skilled players, they find their opponents stop falling for those what? Yeah, that's relating back to the simple strategies. No, so they start using more advanced strategies, which is tactics. We've got this this parallelism going on here. And then it said, for me, that's the point. For me, that's the point where chess becomes a fascinating battle of ideas. So this fascinating links with the truly interesting. Yeah. So this is number 43. This is where we find the answer to number 43. All right, guys, teachers. I've done the real numbers now. So number 44, please put your answers in for number 44. I know there's been a couple of answers, but if you want to just put it again, 44. Everybody's putting the same. Excellent. And it is 44 is B. 44 is B. Yeah, good. Phew. Underline it then. You all feel sure about this. Underline it on my screen. Where does it tell you that 44 is B? Where? So again, looking for things like so we've got is happy, research and strategies to improve. Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing I like more. Happy. Getting a new book on tactics, research strategies. Okay. And settling down for a good reason. Yeah. Doesn't say anything about improving. Okay, I mean before that as well. You were correct. Yeah. Also before that, they say that there's the challenge as well. So I'm not great, but I like the challenge. Yeah. So again, it gives the idea that they want to get better. Okay. Good. All right, guys. So 45. People are already putting their answers in for 45. Please go ahead. 45. Yeah, you're all correct. Everybody's putting A. All right. So again, yeah, you're all getting the right answers there. So again, 45. The idea that the warning, planning ahead, unlikely to guarantee success on its own. All of it's kind of useful here. Again, yeah. So again, have a look, please, at 45. Where do you get this information? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But Belen, all of this. Planning ahead. You can't prepare for absolutely everything that will happen. So yeah, you can't plan ahead. It's unlikely to guarantee success on its own. There's a lot more to it than there's more to it than just planning ahead. Yeah, that's it. Good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 46, people are already jumping ahead with 46. 46, 46, 46. Everybody's putting B. All right, so again, you are all correct. 46 is B. 46 is B. Again, underline. Appreciates the opportunity which chess offers to make use of their time. Appreciates the opportunity. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah. To make, I mean, you know, make good use of their time. I never have a wasted moment, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then the final one, 47. 47, everybody's putting A. Yeah, 47 is A. Again, show me where. 47 is A.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you always gain something along the way.
Yeah. Even defeat has its rewards. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you always get something. We like this one. Good. Yeah. Do you see what I mean, though? I think certainly I would say the second one. I do have some more. Okay, I've got a little bit of an explanation there as well, but you've got everything that you've said was correct. Okay. So we've done parts 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, 5, 6, and 7. And there's the 3 parts. So that's it. Those are the 3 parts of the reading. So we've got the multiple choice, the gapped text, and the multiple matching. These are the 3 parts to this. After the break, we're going to do one complete one. Can everybody write in the chat? Either write. So I've got somebody just going in now. Can you please just write multiple choice, gapped text, multiple matching, or you can put 5, 6, or 7. Yeah, so your choices are multiple choice, multiple choice, multiple choice. Sorry, I can't type today. Multiple choice, gapped text, or multiple matching. And I will please write which one you want to do. We're going to do one more, like the full one. Yeah, but we're only going to have choice. We're only going to have time for one. Please write in the chat which one you would prefer to do. I'm going to take a 10-minute break and then we will do one of these. You've got the other examples on your handout. So please, can you write your answer in the chat, which one you want to look at after the break? Yeah, everybody take a vote. I'm going for a break. I'll see you in. All right, see you in 10 minutes. Write something in the chat. Okay. Write in the chat though. There's 20 of you. Thank you if you have written. If you don't write, you don't have a voice. Okay, I think I know which one we're doing. All right, take a break. We're doing the gap text. I can see. All right, everybody. All right, so take a break. Take a break. I'm going to put that in the chat one more time because somebody else has just joined us. Antonio, you said multiple matching. You might be outvoted, Antonio. If we don't do the others, I will send the answers. You know, so you can try the other ones at home, of course, and I will give you the answers. All right, take a break. Take 10 minutes. Come back at 7:35. Okay, teachers, so we've all agreed, well, we had a vote and most of you agreed on the gap text. Sorry, Antonio, you put something else. So, which you're welcome to do, and I can give you the answers later. But we're going to have a look at the gap text. So, all right, we're going to have a look at the gap text. So if you please have a look. Now, can you give me a sign that you're here, please? I can't see anybody. Teachers, are you here?
At least I am. But what do you need?
Yeah, teacher.
I just need to know that I'm talking
Yes.
to people because I cannot, nobody's got their cameras on. Yeah, so I just need, I don't know if you're here or not. That's all. All right, some of you are. All right, guys. So everybody, most of us have agreed that we want to do this one. So take some time now and don't forget that you will, use your highlighter pens. If you've got the PDF, you should be able to highlight, yeah, or you use something. I mean, you would be able to in the exam. You either do it on paper and you underline in pencil, or you're doing it on the screen if you're doing the computer-based one, and you can highlight things. So remember to look at things before the gap, after the gap, looking for lexical clues. Remember before we saw like great masterpieces and amazing paintings. I can't remember the exact words, but looking for lexical clues, looking for grammatical clues, looking for things like pronouns that refer to something. What do they refer to? So looking for all of the clues that you can and highlight things. Look for the evidence. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. You can have a look on your PDFs. Yeah, so I'm going to check with you in, and take 15 minutes to do this. That's kind of about the, is that about the time you'd have? You would have maximum 15 minutes to do these, maximum, maybe even a little bit less. Yeah. All right, so take 15 minutes and then we'll check together. I'm just going to pause the recording. I realize that today I've been recording a lot, but obviously we're reading today, so there's not much to see at the moment. Yeah, I'm carrying on recording because I know some people want to see the explanations. Okay, teachers, I don't have any, I've got 2 answers in the chat. Can I have some more answers, please? Any more answers? I'm going to give you a clue. One of these is correct. One of these is, so somebody's put D and somebody's put A. One of them is correct. And one of them is not correct because there's only one possibility. Teachers, I don't have anything to go if you don't give me any answers. Please give me some answers. What do you think? I've got one more. Russ has given me an answer as well. Thank you. All right, it's 50-50, isn't it? It's 50-50. And you know what? I was looking at the clues here. I'm going to underline in the text what I think are the clues. Or at least one of the clues anyway. Okay, so it's A or D, it's A or D. Now, one of the big clues here, I was looking at many of them, okay, is this came across. That's a clue. I think this is a big clue. And also, that's before, and then after, I suppose all of this, before long, she had details of substantial number of remarkable contraptions. These are the clues. Still getting A's and D's. All right, so it's A. The answer is A. So yeah, so number 1 is A. Yeah, I was just looking at D. Many of them were full of, I suppose I suppose I can see why you've put D. Yeah, it's not completely crazy to have put D. It's not the correct answer, unfortunately. I can sink in, many of them magazines, maybe. I do see why you've done that. However, if we look at A, so A, right, I highlighted came across. Why did I highlight came across? How does that?
Because it's related to the research, the investigation that she made.
This one's not. The idea, if you come across a rare collection of magazines, no, she came across, it's kind of like she wasn't looking for them. This is like a chance discovery. Yeah, she came across them. It was kind of like accidentally. So that was kind of like a clue there in terms of the vocabulary. Chance discovery, came across, very similar idea. But then this led to further research, and the further research, so this led to further research, right? And then the next sentence, before long, she had details. This is the result of the further research. Yeah. If I could see your faces, you would either be nodding or looking confused. And I've got no idea what you're thinking because I can't see any of you. All right. Okay. So don't worry. Number two. Please stop me if you have any questions, no? Because you might think, oh, why? Please do stop me, even after the explanations, if you're not sure. I mean, I don't know what else I would say, though, to be honest. Okay, number two. Look for the clues. Number two. Okay, number two, I think, was possibly. All right, I'm still getting a lot of different answers. So I've got G's and D's and B's. GDB, GDB, GDB. Again, one of them is correct. Okay. For me, the clue comes after the gap. The whole, so you've got this is the clue. This is the big clue here. Perhaps surprisingly, perhaps unsurprisingly, and that's probably a big clue. Unsurprisingly, neither of these took off. Took off means it's a phrasal verb with a few different meanings. It means it wasn't successful in the market. Neither of these. So neither of these means that there are two. We're talking about two things, no? So does that help? Does that change anybody's mind? So unsurprisingly, neither of these took off. So neither of these, we're talking about two strange inventions. That's what's going to be in here. Two strange inventions that of course they weren't successful because they're crazy. Which ones were they? Which one, if you look at ABC, well, A's gone, so B, C, D, E, F, G, which one is talking about two crazy
I would say
inventions?
G. It is talking about a
Yes,
boiling machine and the steamship.
absolutely. It cannot be anything else. Absolutely, David, sorry. David, I'm calling you David. Yeah, neither of these. It's unsurprisingly, I mean, an automatic egg boiling machine, a steamship, a ship made out of paper. Now that's kind of crazy, no? So this is why it's not a surprise that they weren't successful. And so that's kind of like the contextual clue, no, because we're looking at contextual clues, but the grammatical clue, neither of these, we have to be talking about two things. This is the only, just checking, is the only sentence that talks about two different inventions. cannot be anything else. Can you see? All right. Okay. Yeah. We're getting there. We're crossing things out. So A and G have gone. All right. So again, looking for clues, teachers. Number 3. Let me write a number 3 in the chat. Number 3. Number 3. Okay. Again, I thought this one was a little bit easier, but let's see. Okay, so for number 3, we have lots of E's and a C. Keep going, keep going. On to B. E. 3. So I'm just interested in what people are putting. Just think, how did you get those answers? Most people are putting E, and that is the correct answer. It's E. Yeah. So number 3 is E. And again, does anybody want to explain this one? I thought this one was possibly an easier one.
Because it's the only one that talks about a robot or something like the robot, the futuristic figure.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, absolutely, Rosa. So you've got this idea here of a futuristic figure, but you know the figure kind of suggests it's human-like. It's not, but yeah, which, you know, looking like a robot. It's a mechanical man. Yeah. And it's also, I mean, it's taking commuters through the streets. It's got to move. Yeah, it's pulling a train, a small train. Yeah, it's going through the streets. So, you know, it could move at a pace of 8 kilometers an hour. Yeah, a couple of people put B. So you're saying that for this reason, it was unsuccessful or it didn't become popular because it pulled commuters. That's what you're saying, which kind of doesn't make sense, really. Okay. All right. Please stop me if you've got any questions. All right. So I'm going to go on number 4. I've put a number 4, but most people got that one correct. So that was good. Number 4. Number 4. Okay. Number 4. I've got 3 answers. Anybody else want to take a try? You know, A's gone, E's gone. We're crossing them out. We've got fewer to choose from, so more chance of getting them correct. I know you're not guessing. You're thinking about this. Okay, I've got 3 answers, and they are all correct. So congratulations. Yeah. So number 4 is F. Number 4 is F. Now, does anybody want to talk about it? Those of you who got it correct, how did you know? Anything you want to say?
So with the third paragraph, the lecture finished the idea of the robot and passed to the next, I don't know, idea that it's another inventors. So
Okay.
you need like the connector of however,
Yeah,
and you have the clue of the inventors, the name, American.
exactly. It's talking about nobody's coming in now. Yeah, I've got other Victorian inventors. And then it gives a couple of examples, no, of an American inventor. I don't know. Okay, but the word however, this of course this is a clue, but actually this goes back to the previous one, which is this sentence here. Yeah, so sadly, Steam Man, the robot, it nobody knows what happened to it, and it appears to have been a one-off. What does that mean? It appears to have been a one-off. I'm just going to carry on talking. It means that so Professor Moore, this was the only thing that he did, a one-off, nothing else. Yeah. However, there were other Victorian inventors who were more successful. Yeah, so that's the contrast there. And then, yeah, like Amelia said, we've got some examples of, well, another example of an invention. Okay, good. All right, let's continue. Number 5. People seem more confident with 5. We've got a flurry of answers there. If I see a couple of an odd B in there. Okay, yeah, you're all well. It's C. Most of you got that one correct. So number 5 is C. Well done. 5 is C. And again, so number 5 is C. I think this was a little bit easier now, wasn't it? Yeah. Again, does anybody want to say anything? What was the clue? Sorry, I'm trying to get a pen.
Maybe the last part that says they will have more time for leisure activities. That is like another way to say that it will take less time. And
yeah, and especially the connector there, like as a result of what? As a result of the journeys being significantly quicker. Absolutely, as a result of whatever goes here. Yeah, more time for leisure activities because their journeys are quicker. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Rosa, you're correct. Okay. Yeah, and then number 6. So number 6, we've still got a choice between B and D because there's one extra one. So B or D, number 6. B or D. B or D. Okay, I'm getting I'm getting mostly correct answers. It is okay, interesting. It's D. I can see. All right, so it's D. Yeah, B says for this reason the design never became popular. What design? Yeah, the sentence before that doesn't talk about designs. Yeah, so that's why it cannot be B. So B was the extra one. Yeah, sorry, B was the one that was never used. Yeah, so in D, it's a contrast. People think that Victorians are boring and conservative. In actual fact, this is kind of like a contrast, no? Many of them were full of wonderful creative ideas. Yeah, contrast. All right, teachers. I think I said this last week. People find the reading the most difficult. They do. Would you say so? We haven't done the writing yet, but we've done the speaking, which you were all wonderful at. We've done the listening. We've done this. We've done the use of English. How are you feeling with the reading?
that I should read more because I'm not so good.
Yeah, Rosa, you've got lots of books behind you. I don't know whether they're in English, but yeah, guys. And as I said, but read with a purpose. Read and find collocations, not just words. Words on their own are quite I'm going to say useless. You know, you need collocations, chunks of language, find these, but also, you know, read and summarize, or read and think about it, you know, read and do something rather than just passively reading. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I know we're a little bit early. Surprise, I know I'm usually late finishing, but I'm not going to start another activity now. Now, don't forget, I did put my number in the chat the other day, so I'm going to put it again. If you do any of the other activities on the handout, because there's activity 1 and, well, there's the other 2, no, 5 and 7. If you do those, tell me, write to me and say, can you give me the answers? Absolutely no problem. All right, so you've got my number there. Okay, if you want to put your name in the chat again. I'm just handing this to Bestseller. I don't know whether they need your names, but I'm just doing it just in case.
Catherine, sorry. Yesterday I couldn't put my name on the chat at the end. Is any
Yesterday.
problem? Sorry, for
Yesterday.
yesterday, no, Tuesday.
No, I'll add you. I'll make a note, don't worry.
Thank you. We didn't have electricity and my cell phone was up at the end of the class. So
Okay.
the
All
last
right.
1 minute, I think.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, as I say, I don't know what's happening. I have no idea what Bestseller will do with these, but I'm just going to give them their names. All right, teachers, thank you very much. So you all have a holiday, no? So have a nice long weekend. And we've just got one session left next week when we're looking at the writing. All right. Okay, everybody, have a good weekend. See you on Tuesday. Yeah, did
Bye-bye.
See
Bye.
you.
Thank
See you.
you,
Have a good
teacher.
weekend.
Thanks so
Thank you.
much. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.